what we do in terms of working together as a community and how we've got into this mess in the first place, because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, is to read, I think it's John Hurry's books, Chasing the Scream. Johan Hurry. He was in Australia recently, and he's been around the world interviewing people from countries from Mexico, the US, the UK, but in particular, he focuses on Portugal. And in many ways, Portugal have built Rat Park. What they did in 2001 is they decriminalised the personal use of illegal drugs. And what that meant was it would allow the police to focus, instead of on the low-hanging fruit, but spend their resources on focusing on the cartels. And everybody said in 2001 the sky was going to fall down in Portugal, but it has been a tremendous success. In Australia, we spend 66% of government funding on law enforcement. We spend 29% on demand reduction, with most of that on treatment, a little bit on prevention, and 2%, just 2% on harm reduction.
Right, you seem to be in violent agreement there. I get a sense there's a bit of nodding going on.
I am in violent agreement because I agree with everything you say. We shouldn't be concentrating on low-end drug users. We understand that they've got addiction issues.
Decriminalisation is a way to do that, and the money they're saving from that law enforcement funding has been put into treatment services. So unlike Victoria, where it might take 6 to 12 months to get somebody into a rehabilitation facility, in Portugal, if you're caught in possession of drugs, you go before a tribunal where they determine whether or not you do have an issue or not. If they determine that you do have an issue, then you're sort of coerced a little into treatment. You spend 12 months in the most awesome treatment facilities that you could imagine, which we could never imagine, in the public sector in Australia.
Sure, because I want to go back to the question about what can families do, because I've listened to control national drug policy. I'm just curious about what is it you think families can do or neighbours can do. I want to bring it back to that.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is that neighbours need to rally together to support policy change, because without the community rallying for this change, then we're not going to see a Rat Park built like it was in Portugal, and we won't see the incentives that are given to employers to employ people that are coming out of rehab to reintegrate them back into society.
And can I just say something there? I absolutely agree. From a family perspective, would we like our children, at the moment they're taking a range of substances that are made by overseas cartels and bikie gangs who really don't give a rat's about your family members' health. They can be putting in a whole lot of other chemicals to get more weight out of the substance that's toxic. So we can even go further than decriminalisation. If we actually produced some of these substances ourselves, there would be a purity with it, we would regulate it, we would be having people come through. And I know this might sound horrific, but at the moment we're seeing kids dying because there's no pill testing at raves. We had, and unfortunately Steve Fontana isn't here tonight, because even the chief toxicologist within Victoria Police is frustrated that they can't release the information around the substances that they're analysing when they're brought through to the police.
Julie, I know